This is Kevin Howell, the One Eyed Scout. Watch the One Eyed Scout show on TAN TV. Connect on all social media outlets, including Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you there.
My name is Jerry Jackson, and you're watching TAN TV.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining in. This is Kevin Howell, the One Eyed Scout, TAN TV. And we're fortunate to have Coach Wooten come on tonight and share us a little bit about the Baltimore County Community College Junior College program. Coach, you want to share a little bit about yourself?
Sure, Kev. Thanks for having me on. I see you doing big things, man. With the program, so I'm excited for you on that, man. But thanks for the opportunity to have me on. Like Kev said, I'm Coach Wooten, originally from Saginaw, Michigan. I was in the Navy for 10 years. Played a little college basketball at Delta College. Had a back injury, and that kind of derailed my career. But from the Navy, I was brought to the East Coast, man, and once I separated from the Navy, I got out and started coaching AAU in the Georgia area. Coached AAU in the Maryland area, and then got into high school coaching in the Maryland area. Coached for 15, 16 years at the high school level, and then migrated to the college level about 2 years ago. So, was fortunate to get the job at Baltimore City Community College. And we're trying to build a powerhouse program over there.
Yeah, man. Well, first off, thanks for your service. Saginaw, Michigan. Isn't that where Darvin Ham is from?
Oh yeah, the big dog, the big dog, D Ham.
I was able to when I was in junior college at Howard College in Big Spring, Texas. It's close to Lubbock, and so we would go hang out with Ham and Mark Davis and run pickups there. But that's old times. So let's talk about the here and now.
Right.
I know that you work with the Red Roos, Coach Mike and them, and that's kind of how I tracked you down, looking for Red Roos across the country. And you have two guys right now. Why don't you tell me about the relationship with Coach Mike, and then how you're getting these players?
Shout out to Red Roos, man, and Coach Mike. Matter of fact, I have to give a shout out to my man Brad also. He's the guy that hooked me up with the Red Roos, man. So shout out to Brad. And through Brad, I developed a relationship with Coach Mike. Talk with Coach Mike a lot about their program and the guys that they got, that they have ready to come over immediately and play, man. And that's how I got connected with Quitch and Thomas. Those guys, man, they're electric. You know what I mean? Their energy, their basketball IQ, their work ethic. Those guys are diamonds in the rough, man, and I'm excited to have them. And as freshmen, man, both of them going to play a lot as freshmen. You know what I mean?
That's great.
And it's high level basketball, at the D1 level, man, and those guys are ready to go already. So, I'm excited about the relationship that that we're building with the Red Roos, man, and hopefully we can get a guy or two from them every year. You know what I mean? Just to keep the train rolling, man, because that program is taking off. And I'm just fortunate. Our program is fortunate to be on the tracks with them, man.
That's awesome. I was doing a little research in preparing for this interview, and I know you play at the D1 level, but it looks like you're funded around the Division II type of level. What kind of does that hamper what you get to get done? How does it impact your program?
Yeah, it does, man. It hampers it a lot. Um, but the way that we recruit, the way that we coach, our coaching staff is second to none, especially with skill development. Teaching basketball IQ, um, you know, uh, you know, toughness, teaching toughness, teaching the skill sets. Um, you know, Even with how we operate as a D2, we have guys ready to go at, and compete at the D1 level, man. But it does hinder us, a lot as far as who we can recruit, how we can recruit. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
if we're going up against, let's say a Harkham uh, community college in our region, they have a full budget of whatever they're able to offer that full scholarship with housing to a guy, and we can only offer tuition, books, and fees, and no housing and no meal plan. Well, of
Mm.
course, we may lose out on that guy, you
Yeah.
know. So that's how it, especially if that guy is a 7-footer, and hey, who doesn't want a 7-footer, right? So if I'm a 7-footer, I'm looking at, hey, do I want to pay a monthly fee, for how a small fee for monthly housing, or do I want to go for the free ride? So who wouldn't go for the free ride, right?
Yeah.
So that's the way that it hinders us. But we take it as a challenge because um, even though we might lose out on a 7-footer, we still may get a 6'8", that's
Mm.
more hungry for the opportunity than you know um you know than that person, you know
Yeah.
not having to pay anything. You know what I mean? So you have to weigh the cost balance, and are you really hungry for the opportunity, or do you just not want to pay for school, right? And
Yeah.
so we
True.
we we want the guys that are hungry for the opportunity.
Yeah. That's true, man. And I like your outlook on accepting the challenge. You know, but one of the things that I'm interested in when I ask a coach is, what's your favorite position to recruit?
You know what? I think my favorite position to recruit, man, are the guards. You know,
Hmm.
the guards. Because you can win with bigs, but you win championships with guards, man. You win championships with guards because they are the extension of the coach on the floor,
Yeah.
right? They're the ones making the car go. You know what I mean? And they're the ones, with the ball in their hands, making the decisions, getting the guys in the right spots. Um, if they have that freedom to call the plays, calling the right plays at the right time, um, and just making the whole thing work, man. So that's what I love to recruit. I love to recruit guards, man. But
All
not
right.
just any guards though. We want gritty, tough-minded, no holds barred type guards, man. You know what I mean?
That's the only ones to get. All right. So the recruiting timeline, for 20, the class of 25, that they need to start looking at the junior college routes more heavily if they haven't got their offers already. So what should a 25 do to stand out in your eyes as they go into the season?
Um, what they should be doing right now, man, is if they're playing in any fall leagues, getting film from fall leagues, um, you know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes worth of clips. You know, Shooting that over in the email. Um, that with your transcripts or whatnot, and just shooting the introductory email. Hey coach, my name is so and so. I'm 6 foot, 6 foot whatever. I play this position.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm looking to play at the next level. Can you watch my film? That's most of the time I'm reading, almost every email or every message that I receive, because I don't want to miss out on anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know some coaches will, probably filter that off to their assistant coaches or kind of overlook them. But I read every single message that I get. I do.
Okay.
So if guys are trying to get on my radar, you know, shoot that film, shoot the email, text, or whatever, and I'll definitely take a look at it.
Very good. Very good. And how has the recruiting landscape changed from pre-COVID to post-COVID to now? A lot of older guys are graduating. Has it shifted any, or what are your philosophies on the recruit trail?
It's definitely shifted. I mean, more so now than in the past because of the portal. Um, guys have guys have gotten extra years. Um,
Hmm.
guys are coming down from D1 and D2 and D3 to JUCO to try to get back up to D1 or whatnot. So and then you have guys that have taken uh, um, a couple years out of high school to go prep. You know,
Hmm.
you got prep guys even trying to go JUCO now. Um,
Yeah, I've
just to
noticed
get
that.
on, yeah, just to get on the college scene, man. So it's definitely changed a lot, and teams are getting older. Teams are getting older, stronger, bigger, faster, and a lot of high school kids are even at the JUCO level are missing out because there's so many options out there as far as recruiting, even at the JUCO level.
Hmm. Well, I want to point out something that you said uh, for my audience. You know, teams are getting older, but in reality, teams are getting stronger. So our guys got to be ready to come in, physically ready to play college ball. We're going to kind of close this thing up, and I always have a question that I ask at the end of every interview, and that is, what's your hobby outside of basketball?
Oh man, my hobby outside of basketball, man, my family.
Mm.
My hobby outside of basketball is my family, man. Spending time with my wife, having fun with my two daughters. You know, they drive me crazy, but it's so fun.
Hmm.
Being around them and just listening to them and talking to them, man, and stuff like that, man. Just because when you're playing during the season, even out of the season, man, you're on the road recruiting.
Yeah,
Um, you know, uh, you got games back to back to back. You got practice. You got workouts. You miss your family, man. You miss your family and friends, man. You miss your kids, and so getting to spend that time with them is priceless. And so every chance I get, man, I'm that's what I'm doing.
yeah. Well, man, I appreciate your time, Coach. And let's get back together by the time conference kicks off, and
Yeah,
we'll get a little update from you. And tomorrow, I'm excited because I get Thomas, and we'll find some behind the scenes information about you.
yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely, man. So tomorrow's our first our opening road game tomorrow,
Hmm.
right? And so uh, man, I'm excited for Thomas and Chris, man, to get on the floor and showcase what they can do and what they've learned since they've been here. You know,
Yeah.
um, you know, um, you know what I mean. So yeah, man, pick his brain, man. Pick his brain. Ask him about how many suicides and sideline sprints they have to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm excited, man, and I can't wait to come back.
That's awesome. And we'll make it happen. You have a good evening. Thanks for being on.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
everyone, this is TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. Again, this was Coach Wooten, Baltimore City Community College.
Sir.
But
Yes, sir.
you have a good one, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.